Hey guys, what's going on? Today I wanted to cover going over 8 mod maps. Who, what, where, when, why, how they are. I learned in this league how to farm them properly, get my character running. I got further this league than any other league. So I kind of wanted to show to new players, intermediate players, how to get the ball rolling on 8 mod maps. And get them into a farming strat that usually requires 8 mod maps to run. So what we're going to be farming is corrupted 8 mod maps here. They are red maps. I mean, they can be any color, but we want red maps, specifically T16 with 8 modifiers on them. They're corrupted, so they're non-modifiable, just like with gear once they get corrupted. And as a nice little byproduct of what we're doing, we're also getting T17s. So this is me learning shit. This is me at the beginning of the brain. beginning of the season. There's smooth brain, no lumps or bumps. And now I'm getting a little smarter. It's not the brain is getting a little bit of ridges in it. All right, so let's get into who is she? Who is 8 mod maps? She's kind of the mid-octane for your vehicle, which is your build. Once you get it up and running, you're going to be running primarily on mid-octane. The high-octane, 93 gas is the T17s. This is what GGG wants you to run on. These sometimes are a little bit, it's overtuned for your shit kicker build. And then initially you're going to be starting with Elk, Chisel, and Val to get into corrupted maps. So that's your this is your regular gas. This is your mid-grade. And then T17s is like your high test. That's kind of what 8 mod maps are, at least in my mind. What is it? 8 mod map it could be any map. It doesn't necessarily have to be red. We're aiming for map tier 16, but they're going to have 8 different modifiers on it. So this one has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 9, but it's kind of like with gear. They can roll hybrid modifiers. So one modifier might be like 2 lines of text. So that's what it kind of is there. So this one has 9, but really it's 8. And don't ask me which one it is because I don't know. But this one is definitely, it's got 8 modifiers on it. Where do I get them? Initially, you're not going to have them. So in order to start farming 8 modifier maps, you're going to need, I recommend running a red map that's out, chiseled quality to 20%, and then you could val it. This is kind of you don't have to, but you can val it. This will give you credit on the map if you haven't finished your atlas yet. And then you're going to run it with the cartography Scarab of corruption. Non-unique maps found in the area are corrupted with modifiers. Oh, it got cut off here a little bit. Corrupted with 8 modifiers. So this is how you for sure get it. So you gotta, cook your map up, put it in the device, run it, and then the maps, most of the maps that drop with this Scarab in the device will be 8 modifiers. When do I get them? This is kind of like a timing question. When should you start doing them? You can start doing it at 3 void stones, but I prefer 4 void stones because the purpose is to jam in as many scarabs into your device. This will help increase the map drop rate. So if you're missing a void stone slot for a scarab, it's gonna take away from how many maps per hour you profit this and that. I mean, it's with any strategy. You don't want to be short-legged. You want to have all your map slots unlocked. That's what I recommend. And then throw in your map. Don't be poor, but will sustain. You're going to do your red map that's elk chiseled, maybe valed. Put the Scarab in. You're going to get 8 mod corrupted maps back, and then you're going to put those back into the device with the same Scarab to get more 8 mod corrupted maps. Plus, you're going to be increasing quantity and rarity with other scares, which we'll get to in a second. But you need to be able to afford the Scarabs. And some of the Scarabs they're not wicked expensive. The 10, 5, 1, 1, 1 chaos. At this point in the league, they might be a little bit more expensive earlier on. But it adds up. But you can, all the extra maps that you get and stuff, you can bulk sale maps for a profit. T17 sell really well, regardless of which one drops. Some are preferred over others, but you can get your money. You can make your money back if you're smart about selling after farming 8 corrupted maps, or 8 mod corrupted maps. Why do you need them? Okay, so 8 mod corrupted maps, the more mods you have typically, it's going to give you more quant and rarity. Our Atlas tree is also spec to quant and rarity. So more quant and rarity means more shit on the ground. Hopefully you run a loot filter. You know, more packs, more shit dropping, higher chance to get what you're looking for. In this case, more maps to drop, T17 maps to drop because we have some rarity increase. You can run some rarity on your gear if you really want to, but this is just kind of like an introductory thing into 8 mod maps. You need them for quant and rarity essentially, because they're going to be better than most of the alked, chiseled, valve maps that you do. How do I run them? So now you have a bunch of 8 mod maps. What do you do with them? They're using different farming strats. Literally anything that you can think of, they're using because they're increasing rarity and quant. And a lot of strats in the game for farming currency increase with quant and rarity. So most of the strats are going to use 5 Scarab slots and a specific Atlas tree. You'll actually, as a side benefit, put a Mage Blood in a Headhunter. So these are the T17 maps that you'll get, and you'll get a lot of 8 mod corrupted maps. You will actually get a lot of gold while doing this as well. The gold increases. So for King's March, the current patch 3.25, gold is the limiting factor on all the shit that you do in there. So it's very important to farm up a lot of gold in a timely manner. So okay, so now we're gonna show them the the Atlas tree and the Scarabs. Okay, so we're in game now. Let me move myself around here a little bit so you can see the Scarabs a little bit better. The 2 Scarabs the one Scarab you have to run is Scarab of Corruption, which is non-unique maps in the area corrupted with 8 modifiers. That's like a must. Otherwise, they not likely to drop. And the other one that it's almost a must is 10% increase maps found in the area for each map modifier affecting the area. So if you're running in 8 mod maps, 80% more. It's like, run it, man. And then, so those are the 2 musts. And the other 3 slots that you can fill it in with is Cartography, Scarab of Multitude. Area contains 8 to 12 packs. Difficult and rewarding monsters drop 30%, 300% increased maps. I personally like this one. Area has additional random modifier, Scarab of Risk. So it's going to add a modifier to the map, which the Atlas tree piggybacks on, plus the Scarab will give you another 10%. But this might be for slightly stronger builds because of the fact that, you know, it's a random modifier. So you could get something that completely makes the map a no-go, that'll happen. At this point in the league, I can run everything except for like Ellie Reflect on. I'm currently playing Lightning Strike, but I could mitigate against it if I really wanted to. But another one is area contains hunted traders, Scarab of Hunted Traders, Scarab of Monstrous Lineage, 40% increased magic pack size. So you can run any combination of the 3 of these. Sometimes I run 3 Scarabs of Multitude. Sometimes I'll run a Risk plus these other 2. The Monstrous Lineage and Hunted Traders are limited to 1. But these 2, you can throw 3 of them in if you really wanted to. But any combination of these 4. So it's Multitude, Risk, Traders, Lineage. Those are the... Any 3 of those you can use. And then you have to use Corruption and Escalation, essentially. So those are the Scarabs. Take a look at the tree. This is a very basic tree. Rarity and quant. We're picking up Shaping the Skies, Modifying the Mountains, Shaping the Mountains. It's all for map drops. I also do Shrines. So all the Shrine nodes are checked. We're doing Scarabs with this. What's nice is that you can do any combination of things. So this is more like a slightly more difficult Atlas tree because I have blue altars with the blue influence. But if it's like early in the league or something like that, you don't have to run altars. You don't have to run blue altars. Red altars are slightly easier. You could do something else. You could do, you know, Nico Sulfite to juice your character up even more so that you can roll through maps much easier. I usually do Nico at the beginning of the league just because of, you know, character's weak and I want it to be a little bit stronger along with Shrines, you know. You could even say F it and do, you don't have to do Scarabs. You could do a completely different league strat in here too. There's enough points to kind of manipulate your way into a different strat if you really wanted to squeeze something else in. Like sometimes I also have Conqueror maps. If I need to get Conqueror maps for something, I'll pick that up instead of having this middle Rarity and Quant node. Also blocking is kind of important. I don't have the right side blocked. I should, but Love by Sun, Trade Embargo, Legion. It's not that like these are bad to do, but it's more of like the Scarabs that you can block is more valuable. So if you can like not get a Legion Scarab or Breach or Abyss, it's better off. You're better off like narrowing your Scarabs to more valuable ones like Ambush Scarabs and stuff like that. But it's a very basic Atlas tree. I'll put a copy of it down below. And yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make a quick short video. Hope this helps you in some way. You got a fucking laugh out of it. Hit me with the subscriber, thumbs up. Makes me feel happy, warm, tingly inside. And I'll catch you guys later. Don't do too much effed up stuff. If you do effed up stuff, do one effed up thing at a time so you don't get caught. Not swearing on YouTube is very difficult. And have a good one. See ya. Bye.